Well, there we go. Cygnet run through their banner here at North Hobart Oval in the 2022 Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final between the Dodgers Ferry Sharks and Cygnet the Port. On screen you can see Cygnet, who are really flying at this time of year. My name is Tubes Taylor and I'm joined in the commentary box by my treasured friend Damien Viney. Good morning, Damien. Well, good afternoon, really.
Thanks,
Still
Tubes.
morning.
Pleasure to be here. It is still morning. And it's a soaked North Hobart Oval we're looking at now. It wasn't quite as waterlogged at the start of the morning, but after the Colts Grand Finals, just starting to see a few puddles forming and a little bit of mud in some of those higher trafficked areas, Tubes.
Yeah, and a little bit of rain falling around southern Tasmania, but that's okay. I think it's due to sort of dry up a little bit. We can see the boys from Dodgers Ferry down there now. The boys from Cygnet, little flex. A few boys there played seniors during the year and missed out on today's grand final with the seniors. But what a testament to the Cygnet Footy Club to have two sides, seniors, reserves. Their Colts played finals, their women's won the grand final. The vibe down at the Cygnet Footy Club must be huge, Viney.
Yeah, it's a testament to the club when you have that on-field success, and to have two teams in the grand final today is great. You'd hope their supporters even brave a bit of this weather to come out and support the boys, Tubes.
Certainly do, as we see the boys from Dodgers Ferry there. A few veterans running around in the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. We can see on screen Cam Howlett there. Another one, Oscar Dodge there with a big beard. Look at him, ready to go, fired up. And of course, your favourite player, Andrew Press, the big beacon down there with a huge Ned Kelly-style beard.
He's a specimen, Tubes. He's an absolute specimen.
And of course, it must be said, Brent Dolliver, the senior coach, who is running around at 39 years old. The crowd building here a little. Port have decided that the Roy Kazali stand will be the one that they take over, as we see the boys from Dodgers Ferry getting fired up. Nathan Fuller in the stack hat. I'm really intrigued to see what happens in this game, Viney. We saw Lindisfarne running out victors 6-7-43 over the top of Brighton Robbins 5-4-34, a 9-point victory in the Colts.
Yeah, and we just have a little bit of a look back at the season. The Dodgers Ferry reserves had only lost one game going into the final series. They lost their second semi-final against Cygnet. That was a couple of weeks ago by 33 points. Cygnet have hit their straps and finding form at the right end of the year. Tubes after finished third on the ladder.
Yes, they're coming into form at the right time of year too, Viney, let me tell you. They got a player down there by the name of Ben Cato, number 23. Keep an eye on him, he's a real star. There's Big Brereton, he'll be playing through the ruck. On screen there's Elliot Ross. Had a nice fresh trim for the day.
Looks sharp.
As you see the ground just soaking up a little bit of water here. We'd expect it to dry up this afternoon. There's Ben Cato right on screen. Coaching the Development League over at Clarence, but loves the Port. Former senior coach here with the Port. And a very, very good player. These are his sort of conditions too, let me tell you. Players to watch for Dodgers Ferry. Big Dolliver down front, 39 years old. Zach Priest, the captain. Hayden Davis. Nathan Fuller in the stack hat. Jeremy Chenoweth. And David Cusick, the veteran. Certainly players to watch. Umpire Lindsay Roberts in the middle. Very seasoned campaigner as far as umpires go. For Cygnet, Cam Walters kicked a lot of goals in his career through the Colts. It'll be interesting to see how he goes in the reserves. George Callis on screen, the competition manager. He will be wet through.
Looks like we're about to have the coin toss here, Tubes, with both Mitchell, Doreen and Zach Priest going in to the centre square to meet the umpires.
So it's a Cygnet call. And the toss is won by Dodgers Ferry. They'll kick to the right of screen. Zach Priest there on screen. The leader down at Dodgers Ferry. Brent Costello, the master of ceremonies here, just giving everyone a little bit of pep talk about the housekeeping rules, and we'll gather together.
Looks like he's found somewhere dry to sit, Tubes. Can't see him out there on the ground.
Soft from Brent. Ben Cato just telling everyone how to line up there. What we want to do, guys, is form a line. There he is, Brent Costello. He's up in the corporate box by the looks of things, Viney.
So hot, he's taken his jacket off. PA box, there he is.
Looks pretty serious, old Breno. Well, it is a serious day. The Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final about to kick off here at North Hobart Oval. My name's Tubes Taylor, joined by Damien Viney in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to North Hobart Oval, the 2022 SFL Reserves Grand Final between Cygnet and Dodgers Ferry. We acknowledge the Moanina, the traditional and original owners of the land upon which today's game will be played. We recognise their continuing connection to land, water and culture, and pay our respects to their elders, past and present. We acknowledge the numerous Aboriginal players who have played the game at all clubs, together with those of Aboriginal descent playing in today's game. Could I ask you to please be upstanding for 1 minute's silence to acknowledge the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. Thank you. Could you please remain standing for the playing of the Australian National Anthem?
Well, there we go. The national anthem tape works again here at North Hobart Oval. The game about to get underway. Dodgers Ferry versus Cygnet. Last time they met, Viney, was in the second semi-final. Dodgers Ferry defeated by 33 points over Cygnet, with Brody Penny playing the game of his life and Cam Walter kicking 3 goals. Kui Doreen, the coach of the Cygnet Footy Club, having his final words with the boys from Cygnet, and Oscar Dodge, the coach of the Twos at the Sharks.
Who's your pick for this game then, Tubes?
I just think, given the strength of the senior side at Cygnet, with a couple of blokes that have played regular senior footy at Cygnet this year, that Cygnet might just have a little bit too much run for them. Lockie Carmichael's played a lot of senior footy, as has Reece Scotland. Jed Brerens has played a bit too. Brody Penny too. D'Artagnan Bantik's a ripper. Keep an eye on him. Cody Rawnsley's played a fair bit of senior footy. And 300 gamer Mitch Doreen out there leading his charges is another one to watch. A little bit of We Will Rock You.
Okay, with the interest of neutrality, I think Dodgers will be,
fair enough.
will be the team to pick
today.
today.
I don't know. I'm just saying Dodgers Ferry have been this form side of the whole season.
I lost one game all year, Tubes. Second game was only a couple of weeks ago. The boys will bounce back. They'll be fired up.
All right. There you go. You heard it here first.
Go Sharks.
Umpires just doing their last 6-6-6 check. The 2-minute siren, just a thumbs up from all umpires. The ball is held aloft and we're underway in the Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final for 2022. Live from North Hobart, the Sharks take on the Port. Ruck contest, one down. Clark did it hard. We're going to expect a bit of this scrappy stuff early as the Clennets might attend Sharon. Gets ripped to pieces by the mud. Dodge doing a bit of push and shove down there on Doreen. Clark again, pick up cleanly, drives it inside forward 50. Underneath the footy is Bantik. Can't quite get a hold of it and ball rolls away. If I am a betting man, I reckon the majority of the game will be played on the opposite wing to the broadcast area here, Stan. It's quite dry on that side. Keep it out of the mud.
Fair call, Tubes.
Brereton wins it down. Carmichael. We know he's tough and hard over the foot. He doesn't mind a bit of the rough stuff. See a ball up. In the ball comes. Running around the back. Full up. Can't quite. Ball in. A little bit of stuff off the ball. Scotland pushing with Dodge. Taken out of the ruck by Morgan. Kept on going. Umpire missed it. Scotland over the footy. So was Dodge. Hard at it there was Penny. Dodge underneath. Throwing a little bit of fisticuffs. See a ball up again. Got up high there to Clark. Off the ground by Curtin. Dance. Can't quite go to the footy. Nice tackle laid. Bit of a gang tackle. Nielsen doing the work. And umpire Roberts. We'll ball it up. Scotland came through quick, left the ball behind. Penny. Caught holding the footy, no, a high tackle. So it'll be a free kick to Brody Penny.
Could be the first shot on goal for the game. Tubes, as he looks to go back with intent. He looks like he's going to have a shot.
Instead, looks down towards Brereton, flew high. Handball came out the back. Nielsen runs onto the footy, gets his kick, but it's all smothered. Now the Sharks bring it out through McDermott. McDermott's handball looks for Priest. The captain picks it up, gets stuck with the footy. Carmichael hard at the ball, knows no other way. Scrappy stuff early, diving on the ball. Down there was McDermott. The ball finally gets pulled up by the umpire. See a ball up. Scotland, Dodge, Scotland over the boundary, ball in. A little bit of push and shove down here. Dodge. Kicked off the ground by Morgan. Kurt picked up, kick, Dodge will wrap this up. The coach sends a worm burner down. Jake Dance traps the ball nicely. Bantic gets past 1-2, then a dinky little kick to no one in particular. Coming through hard at the foot is the captain Priest. His kick is smothered. Now a chance for Dance. Bantic throws it on the boot. Goal! Hot start by Cygnet.
Yeah, an important first goal for the Port. Just some quick hands and then to throw it on the boot with accuracy through for a goal to
D'Artagnan Bantic.
Bantic, yeah.
Good attack on the footy there by Lockie Carmichael. Bantic had the ball out there for a while. We saw him kick quite a few goals in the Colts Grand Final last year. He stepped up to reserves footy, played a little bit of seniors too. He's a ripper, Viney.
Yeah. Always just adjusting to the conditions here. Very sticky, wet pitch.
First goal of the game goes to Cygnet. Penny out of the middle. Dance. The ball holds up in the pitch. Dodge. Now for Wheatley. Gets a quick kick forward. Does Bantic again. Out the back. Walter. Can he be clean? No. Great defensive work. It's picked up by Scotland. Wheels around into the pocket. He's got time aplenty with players all around him. Through came Dodge. Now a pickup was Doreen, and it's a free kick going to Dodge. Oscar Dodge, let's see if we can get a better kick this time. That's a better one. Oh no, it's chopped off by Walter. So Cam Walter will go back and have a shot on goal.
Yeah, that's the second kick I think Oscar Dodge would prefer to have back and have another go at, Tubes. Just didn't get the purchase on it and chopped off by Walter, who will go back and have a shot.
Bit off the ball here too. Reece Scotland copping a little bit of attention. And Cam Walter, he's a beautiful kick of the footy. Yeah. He's got one.
He liked that one immediately off the boot. And a little bit more going on, a bit of scuffle in the forward pocket here, Tubes.
Yeah, Reece Scotland knows how to lip. Let me tell you that. And the Dodgers Ferry boys are just trying to get into him a little bit. Take a look at this kick, Viney. He's a magic kick of the football, Cam Walter. Quite a talented cricketer as well.
Yeah, when the goal umpire doesn't have to move and just tilts the head back like that, you know it's going straight over his head.
Shout out to Maggot and Dong, who have texted in on the Twitter's feed. At Tubes, if you'd like a shout out. Now it's back in the middle. Scrappy out the back. Ball just pops out. Penny went hard. The ball came out though for Howlett. Howlett's handball missed the mark. Chasing off it now is Mannix. Stays in. Penny pops it on the boot. Down towards Scotland. Dodge going back with a flight. Scotland kept his feet really well. Now Carmichael with a short worm burner down towards Dance, and he takes the mark. Right on his journey here, I reckon, in the wet, Viney. Jakey Dance played a lot of senior footy. Very good player.
He should try and dish it off to Walter, who's just kicked one from a very similar position just moments before.
So Jake Dance to put Cygnet 3 goals up. A hot start for the boys from the Port. In comes Jake Dance. Natural right footer. Gee, it's a nice kick.
Yeah.
And he does a little tap dance too, Jake Dance. 3 goals straight. 8 minutes gone. Danger signs for Dodgers early, Viney.
Yeah, fast start from the Port. I don't think we've had an inside 50 going down that way to the Sharks yet, Tubes. So we have a look at the replay here from the goal from Dance. Goal's going to be so hard to come by, you would think, in this game, to get 3 early in the fourth quarter.
Look at the little tippy toes in the ballet shoes from Jakey Dance. Been good in the ruck, Clark. Now it's a foot race. It just pulls up. Carmichael to Kurt. Curtin in a kick and hope. Sitting under the footy. It's picked up by Mannix. Mannix, oh, look at the pressure coming. Walter gives it off to Carmichael. Carmichael just to the near side. He's had more time than he thought there, Lockie Carmichael.
Yeah, just rushed his kick a little bit, pushed it to the left.
I want to see Dodgers just gather the footy, Fuller, hold on to it, do some possession type stuff. Fuller's short kick, gee, it was just popped up a little too much for Hughes. The defensive punch came late. Quick kick forward there by Morgan. The captain out to Fuller. Fuller's kick goes down towards Dolliver. Now a chance for Press. Press's kick goes forward. It's chopped off by Kenny. Now Kenny's played a bit of senior footy too. He's a beautiful kick. Looks like he's had a fresh new cut too.
Yeah,
for the grand final.
You called it, Tubes, just to try and keep possession down that outer wing, and
oh dear,
to let himself down with the kick there.
He has
Kenny.
too. Doreen on the mark, laid the smother. Bouncing ball, eludes Clark. Hard at it was Whitford, and that's great defensive work by Dean Whitford. Scrappy again, popped out the back. Cusick gets on the end of the handball, throws it on the boot. Press, body over the ball. Oh gee, that's great from Kenny, who pops it up to Dolliver. Now Dolliver has got a huge hoof on him. Maybe not in these conditions. Goes short. Oh, just through the fingertips of his man there, and Ashraf Adikote. Dolliver trying hard. Copped a kick on the fingertips there, Dolliver. He'll get a free kick.
Yeah, I don't imagine he's going to try and pick out a teammate short again after that little muff up.
By Adikote.
Yeah, just before. Just shows you how difficult the conditions are, though, Tubes. Even a regulation mark is just that much more difficult in these wet conditions. Runs around on the right.
It's a long roost. It's not going to make the journey. It's punched across the line for a boundary throw-in. 11.5 minutes gone. Cygnet 3-1-19. Lead Dodgers Ferry yet to score. You'd expect them to try and get at least a score on the board here in this forward furor. Ball in. Over the back. Adikote off the ground, quick kick goal. Minty.
Minty, was it? From the goal square off the ground?
Freakish stuff from Minty. Not to be confused with Fantail. Dodgers Ferry on the board.
Yeah, they needed something. They needed a goal to sort of stem the flow and get on the board. And it was just a scrappy bopping around like a pinball there.
Yeah, Mannix did well to just keep the ball in front, and then a quick kick off the ground. Look at the mud going everywhere. Louis Minty happy with that. Celebrates. And Dodgers Ferry are on the board. Back in the middle. Out it comes now. Priest throws it on the ball. Boot. Curtin gets there first. For Cygnet. Minty hit with him hard across the line in front of Campbell Gain for a ball in. Adikote pushing the back. Umpire saw a free kick. Hold off the footy. Free kick going to Ashraf Adikote. Gets called to play on. Kick is interesting. Goes inside forward 50. It's chopped off as easy as you like. Punched away. Handball came out from Cato. Bouncing ball. Brewer up to Walter, who's got pace. Throws it on the boot. Nice fist away by McDermott. And it's out on the full.
Yeah, just tried to get that one forward off the deck and slid off, straight off the side of his boot. Out of bounds in the full.
It goes long looking for Dolliver. In hard there was Brerens. Oh, it might be Kane Nielsen. Kane Nielsen getting a little bit of treatment from the Dodgers Ferry Sharks. The ball up comes. Scotland tackled hard, got his handball away. Quick pick by the ruck-running Clark. Caught hold in the footy was Cusick. Nope, not paid. Out the back for Brewer. Carmichael diving on it. Dodgers, ball up. Out it comes now for Jake Dance going forward, punched away through for a behind. Another minor score to the Cygnet Footy Club. They lead by 14 points finally. What are you seeing out there, mate? Cygnet's desire to get to the footy is pretty desperate. There's a strong mark taken by the Cygnet player. McDermott. He's rare at the bottom of the pack, ducking through 3 or 4 tackles was Boxall. Got it out wide. Now out it comes. Price says play on. Desperate stuff. Carmichael throws it on the boot. Inside forward 50. Sliding mark taken by Nielsen. And he'll go back from directly in front. Just desire to get to the contest line is greater.
Cygnet just ferocious at the ball and at the player with the ball, and that was just a pressure turnover and a quick kick forward, and who got on the end of it? Kane Nielsen. So
Carmichael's been good. In he comes. Just fading through nearly.
That's a goal.
It's a goal. 4 goals, 2 in the first term, and it could be game over already, according to Damien Viney, who's just throwing his pen in the air.
It's a little bit too early to call the game over, but Dodgers Ferry have to lift a little bit here. They're just getting caught second to the ball, and that's leading to more entries forward for Cygnet, and the scoreline reflects that.
Through the pen up. Gee, I'll tell you what, I won't be wearing this green jumper ever again. I look enormous. Maybe it's just because I'm sitting next to you and you're a pinner. All right, there should be a free kick. It's a hold. It will be. McDermott takes the free. Plenty of space inside the forward 50 for Cygnet as he goes down towards Bantic. Bantic 6 under the footy. He's worn really well there by Whitford. Bantic kept going. Umpire pulls a free kick out here. It'll be to D'Artagnan Bantic. Oh, a little bit of punch and push and shove out here. Don't like seeing that.
No, that might have escalated a little bit. They're breaking it up now. Now, is the umpire going to reverse his decision here for the free kick? I think he has.
No, he's just telling everyone to get out of the way. Bantic plays on. Kicks it inside forward 50. Brett from behind with the spoil. Then the big tackle. Out the back comes Davis. Davis's kick is rushed. It's all Cygnet here. Doreen, Curtin rather. Nice pick up by Carmichael. Handballed over the top. Trouble brewing for Matt Doreen. Nice tackle laid by Dodgers Ferry. Umpires just need to settle this down a bit. Maybe pay a 50 or something just to cool it a bit. Jake Dance does well. Getting past him though was McDermott. McDermott's handball ran into trouble. Caught holding the ball.
It just feels like there's a little bit of extra mayo on every single decision at the moment.
McDermott getting fired up as a short kick comes out for Walter. Trying hard. We'll see a ball in.
Emotions just starting to simmer over, I think, Tuesday.
I can see what Dodgers are trying to do here, bring a bit of physicality into the contest, but that physicality, I think, Viney, is a little waste if it's not at the Clennett's minor 10 Sharon.
No, it can be a bit of a distraction too when you start giving away easy free kicks like that one.
So Clark will wheel around on the right boot, just pops up a little 9-9 chip to the top of the square. Not a great day for a big man. Down at the bottom of the pack, quick kick on goal for Nielsen. It's going across the face, and a good solid mark taken down in the last line of defence by the Sharks. Long kick looking for Addercote. He's got 5 to beat. Cato gets trapped by Dodge and free kick. Little undisciplined there. Cato knows how to milk those though. He's a bit like Joel Selwood. Copped a lot of free kicks for a high tackle. Often see him with a bandage around the noggin. Walter gets to the right spot. Couldn't quite take the mark. Penny's down there. The few Sharks see a ball up. As the ball goes out of bounds on the full. No, umpire says that's the end of the first term. What can you see, Bonnie?
I was just about to point out to you for that last few seconds. Yeah, there was not a player in the back 3/4 of the ground. So all of the Dodgers Ferry players had pushed forward or were dragged forward by their Cygnet opponents. And I mean, the ball didn't come out. It didn't make any difference, but it's just odd to look back over the ground and see absolutely no one but the Seagulls.
So Cygnet 4-2-26 lead. Dodgers Ferry 1-zip. 6 goal kickers for Cygnet. The first of the game went to D'Artagnan Bantic, a beauty snap around the corner. Kane Nelson, Cam Wilder and Jake Dance all with 1. And Lewis Minty with an opportunistic goal for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks is their solitary scorer. We'll take a look at the highlights here, thanks to Banjos. This is the first goal of the game. It was a great attack by Lockie Carmichael. Jake Dance with a handball up, but Bantic then just quickly threw it on the boot and wrapped through the big sticks for the first goal of the game. And didn't he love to celebrate, Viney?
Absolutely.
The second goal here. And there's another replay of it.
First goal again.
Why not see it twice? Look at them. They're fired up, the Cygnet boys. And Cam Walter's kick was sensational. This might actually be Jake Dance.
No, it was 2 from that same sort of spot, I think.
Yeah, Jake Dance with his little tiptoey.
That's correct.
Look at him, he's fired up, Jakey Dance. Zach Curtin in the foreground was just gentle golf clap. And a good goal to Lewis Minty. You could see that they just needed something to settle them a little bit, the Sharks. Lewis Minty did the work, got them on the scoreboard. And then a magic kick from Kane Nelson. Thought this was just going to fade and hit the post, but it snuck through the old natural left to right of the left footer. Live scenes here inside the Cygnet coaching box. Rawnsley there. Cody Rawnsley for the Port, just having a good word to Kui Doreen. We'll take a quick break here, grab ourselves a glass of water, and we'll be right back with the second term in just a few minutes of this Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final between the Sharks and the Port. We'll be right back. About to get underway here in the second term of the SFL Grand Final of the reserves competition for 2022, thanks to Banjos. It's a 20-point margin in favour of Cygnet Footy Club, with 4 individual goal kickers for Cygnet. 1 goal kicker for the Sharks. That's Lewis Minty, Jake Dance, Cam Walter, Kane Nielsen and D'Artagnan Bantic. All goal scorers for the Port.
Yeah, certainly the better of the 2 teams starting there, Cygnet Port. And you would hope to see a response here from the Sharks after a bit of a rev up from the coach.
Oscar Dodge. So, second term underway. That's a good start. Morgan out of the ruck. Punches it down. Quick gain. Only as far as that man there in Scott Boxall. He's a good kick. Unfortunately, that one's not great. And it's chopped off. As easy as you like. By the defence of Cygnet. It's coming back though.
There'll be a free kick against Boxall there for a bit of a push out.
In the back.
Umpire was right on it.
Short one from Clark. Finds Doreen. It's not Doreen at all, it's Penny. Oh, big fly from Cam Walter. Dodge. As that one goes across the line in front of Paul Broad. Boundary thrown just in front of the Sharks bench. Umpire's pulled a free kick. It'll go to Clark. Clark gets called to play on. Sends it long. Brereton flies high. Bantic almost threw it up to his man there in McDermott. And a dump tackle. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he just... Was this for holding the man without the ball? Or
dump tackle, I think, was the signal by the umpire.
Overzealous tackle.
Yep.
Okay.
So McDermott will take the free kick. A little bit of arguing here from the ruckmaning Morgan, but it doesn't matter. In comes McDermott. He's pretty happy with it. His first, as the trumpet goes off for Cygnet. Someone's bought a bugle.
That's fantastic. Charge. Yeah, nice clean kick there from McDermott to get his first of the day. And Cygnet's 5. They'll lead it now here. Start of the second quarter. 5 goals, 232 to Dodgers Ferry. A single goal, 6 points. This game's just creeping away from the Sharks.
It certainly is. Boxall trying hard to just get the Sharks started. Kurt throws on the boot. Dodge. Trapped with a footy. McDermott hard over it. Quick kick was Wheatley. Bouncing ball for Bantic.
Oh, very disguised, deliberate overbounders, I think, Chiefs. Really try and keep that one in.
Bantic's getting a little fired up down there. His shorts are falling down too. Can someone get him a belt?
D'Artagnan.
Boxall went through 1, 2, 3. Then they just fought over it out there. Penny. Wheatley caught one in the eye. Might have just been a bit of mud. That's a push in the back. Penny got it out the back to Clark. Rolling ball through about 3 Sharks. Didn't have the footy. That was a good kick forward by Walter. Now into the pocket. Clearing kick from Scott. Scott bouncing ball. It's over the boundary. Let's take a look at the overzealous tackle. This was a dump tackle. What did you think of that, Viney?
I think it's a borderline decision, that one, but they're paying those now, aren't they? Duty of care and protecting the player that you're tackling.
Check the head, yep, all that stuff. Anything that encourages more people to play footy. Wheatley. Just can't get clean possession here. Jake Dance with a handball up, only as far as his opposition player in Chenoweth. Ball up. Crowd's okay here, Viney.
Yeah, I think we lost a few. The Brighton supporters packed up and went after that Colts grand final.
They did. Dolliver came flying over the top. Happy to travel along the line. Clark kept going. Boxall, Scrappy, stands up in the tackle. Beautiful stuff. Then gains a few metres and forces it across the boundary for a throw-in. Ball in. Trying to kick it off the ground was Priest. Couldn't quite. Dolliver picks up a few Port players that are just hanging off him like muscles. He gives it back to the umpire for a ball up. Dolliver wins it down. Howlett got his kick forward. Addicoat out of bounds though. Ball up. Not a lot of clean possession here, Viney. So it makes the game really scrappy. I think if Dodgers can just get a clean possession, mark, and then just possess the footy, that's when they start to look better.
It's easier said than done, though, Choose.
It is. Morgan sees it across the boundary for another ball in. Cygnet 5-2-32. With a hand a 26-point lead over Dodgers Ferry. 1-6.
It does look like the rain, at least for the meantime, is...
Oh, this is a real chance. It's out on the full. That was Joseph Mannix there. Had an opportunity from the pocket, but couldn't maximise it. Kurt. Beg your pardon, that's actually Tommy Clark. He's very similar looking to Zach Kurt. Very similar looking kids.
Could be brothers.
Could be brothers, probably. Anything's possible. Ball in. Like Dolliver in the ruck here. He's big, strong body, experience. It's good. A little bit of a hug stuff there for Howlett and Co. Kick by Cato. Gee, I tell you what, Press was unlucky to not get a free kick there.
Looks like they've switched him from the forward line to the back line to try and get him...
Stiffens them up a little bit. Maybe a player behind the ball, finding just to stem the flow. An experienced head of Andrew Press.
I think you might be right. I think he is playing loose in the back line there.
Carmichael, a little quieter this term. Ball up. Zareen came through with pace, through press. Now it's picked up by the Sharks. This is what I want to see them do, just possess the footy a bit though. Can't get it away, it'll be a free kick going the way of the Sharks. Minty will take it. Fair amount of area in front of him. He goes down towards Kenny, but this will be chopped off by Berens. Berens. Gee, it's slippery out. This is legitimately one of the muddiest parts of the pitch. Green made it look easy, but then he picked it up and got caught with the footy. Running on his Cusick. Cusick goes down towards Dolliver, can't chop it off. Clark chops it off instead and goes across the face of goal towards Berens, and it beats him across the line. So a little let off there for the Sharks. They had clean possession, the Port.
Yeah, they've had a couple of opportunities to go inside 50, just that last kick's letting them down.
See a ball up. Brent Dolliver taking on 3 Port players there, Viney. Dolliver taps it out. Cusick pushed off the footy. Now a clearing kick. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick going here. It'll go the way of the Sharks. I think it'll be Dolliver to take it.
Yeah, it's a decent kick in from Dodge just to put it to that. Oh, it's gone the other way.
So, Doreen, the short worm burner. That's a Berens. Clark gets it on the boot, drives it long, out of bounds again. It's nice to see the footy on this side of the ground.
Yeah, a little bit drier in this forward pocket as well.
Scrappy again, ball up. Bantic through with pace, dropped the footy, umpire said play on. Then he kept going, everyone else stopped, that's holding the ball. There'll be a free kick going to Priest. Beg your pardon, it's Mannix. Mannix's kick finds Adicoat. Adicoat with a big high one. Dolliver maybe gets a free kick. No, it'll be a free kick to Rawnsley. Dolliver's not sure why. Yeah, it's not against him.
Bit of a push
out. Play on's a call. Short one. Finds McDermott. McDermott goes longer still. Chopping off nicely. Adicoat got it on his boot. Trying hard is Scott. Carmichael keeps his feet and just threw it away. Quick kick by Russell. Adicoat takes a mark. Rawnsley across the face, beautiful mark. Priest. Adicoat, clever. Mannix, rather, tackled hard, holding the footy. Mitch Doreen in 305 games experience. Does a great tackle. Doreen, long one. Looking for Scotland, couldn't quite get it. Cusick, Scotland. Boxall. Nice by Fuller. Down towards Dolliver. They all fall over. Now it's a foot race. Off the ground by Minty. He's going to get another one off the ground. Adicoat. A little bit of belief for the Sharks. Just what they needed. Another goal. They were pressing. And they finally get it. Margin back to 20 points.
Yeah, maybe that's what they need to change up, Troops, and just try and get in there quick. I see that first kick in and then over the back, and number 29 there, Minty, just getting it off the ground, just trying to get it forward and set up nicely for Adicoat there to deliver from the goal square.
Yeah. It was a good goal. Not a lot of celebration there. The rain has stopped at least, Viney.
Yeah, that is. And probably just as important for the next game as well, that we're not going to get any heavier on the ground yet, as it looks like the Lindisfarne senior team just arriving. Got the bus down.
Well, they would have been here for the Colts, I reckon, Stan. Umpires pulled out a free kick. It'll go to the Sharks. Why wouldn't that be play on? Doesn't matter. That's a rubbish kick. It's worked out okay, though. Tries the ball forward was Russell. And Rawnsley. Sends the ball long towards Brereton with strong mitts.
That's a good mark in these conditions.
Nice long roost. Bantic flew from the back. It'll be a free kick going to the Sharks. To Davis. Not a lot of movement here, Viney. So he just ends up kicking the man on the mark. That was touched. Clark got it away. Well, that was a bit of friendly fire. Penny there came through hard. Fuller in the stack hat, got it out somehow. Quick kick forward by Mannix. Doreen, strictly ball room. Oh, that's holding the footy. Great tackle. Great tackle by Lockie Edwards. Yeah, Edwards looks up. A little bit off the ball. Attico, right place, right time.
That'll work.
Tell you what, I've not seen North Hobart this muddy for a long time, but I can tell you, when you're out there, it's still quite firm underfoot. I know it looks it's slippery, but underneath that initial slippery surface, it's quite nice and firm. The drainage is sensational. Attico from about 35, must kick goal for the Sharks. Oh dear.
He's missed the light. No.
Inside post for a point.
Sneaks it in for one behind.
19 points the margin. Carmichael calling for it. Boxall pops it on the boot. Down towards free kick.
Yeah, free kick from over the shoulder there.
Rawnsley a little too overzealous. So if ever they needed it, it looked much better side this second half of this second term.
Back end of this quarter, they've been a lot more competitive.
Well, just got him a little high there, Rawnsley. Dolliver just misses.
Just another little let-off there from Dodgers Ferry, not making the most of these opportunities to kick goals, and they haven't had many.
Penny, Cusick over the footy. Just dragged it back in, umpire circling, ball up. Right on the paint of 50. And we'll see a ball up. Dodge out the back. Clark got his kick smothered. See a ball up. Love to get a goal here, wouldn't they, the Sharks? Just to give them a little bit of belief, bring the margin back to 12 points. The goal here just instills a little bit of belief on it.
And some reward for having it in their forward line for most of this second quarter. There's a chance there.
Dolliver out of the ruck, goes 1-2, and then bangs it on the boot for another behind. So they're pressing. Barrett's Nielsen rather to bring it in. Goes out wide, finds Ross. Boss looks up. Fuller chops it off. Gee, it's all Cygnet here. Somehow, Addicoat does well, wraps up Clark in a tackle. We'll see a ball up.
They've certainly looked better this quarter, Dodgers Ferry, and particularly when they move the ball a little bit quicker.
Kenny out of bounds on the full. No, just touched, so it'll be a ball in. And there it is, half-time here in the 2022 Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final between the Dodgers Ferry Sharks and Cygnet Footy Clubs. Dodgers Ferry 2-3-15, Trail Cygnet 5-2-32. Goal kickers for the Sharks. Lewis Minty and Ashraf Addicoat are the goal kickers there. For the Port, Jake Dance, Cam Walter, Kane Nielsen, D'Artagnan Bantic and Brad McDermott with the goals. Better players, Viney?
I think for Cygnet, someone who's had a really good start to the game is Lockie Carmichael.
Yeah, I think he's been great. Reece Scotland was busy in the first half, probably drifted out of it a little bit there in the second term. D'Artagnan Bantic's provided a little bit of spark around the footy. For the Sharks, it's hard to sort of say who's won, but I think Brent Dolliver through the middle, when he started to put himself in the ruck in the forward half, right up to the centre line, they really started to get access to the footy a bit better.
Yeah, I think the coach is trying hard as well, Dodge.
Mannix has been good.
And Addicoat's
obviously chipped in with a goal.
Lively
Fuller's been
forward.
good too.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at the highlights as the Dodgers Ferry Sharks head down into their change rooms on the right side of the oval. That was the goal that Brad McDermott kicked after a sling tackle. Whacked it straight through the middle. Didn't he love it, Stan?
Oh, blew a kiss. Was that up to us, Tubes?
Might have been to me. And then the Addicoat goal. It was Minty off the ground, and then Addicoat almost running backwards. Kicked it through for a goal. Didn't celebrate enough for mine, Viney. Needed a bit more from him.
Yeah, so we're just one goal apiece in the second quarter as scoring opportunities started to dry up, and it's probably going to be the team that makes the most of those opportunities in the second half, Tubes.
Absolutely. So it's a 17-point margin in favour of the Cygnet Footy Club. My name's Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes. You can see us or hear us on the radio Monday to Friday, 6 to 9 on 107.3 FM. I'm joined by Damien Viney. We'll be right back with the second half of the Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final in just a few moments. Stick around, we'll be right back. Third term about to get underway in the Banjos Bakery Southern Footy League Reserves Grand Final from North Hobart Oval. My name is Tubes Taylor. Joined by Damien Viney, who's just smacked a little Snickers down the gob. What'd you do at half-time, Vinesy?
I ate my Snickers, Tubes. Hey, did you go into the sheds there at half-time?
I went into the sheds of the, well, into the inner sanctum of the senior footy sides that are about to come out. Did manage to get over to the Dodgers Ferry boys, but they need a goal early in this piece just to get started. Here we go. Third term underway. And we're away. Clark trying to get out of the ruck. It was a good little handball up by Curtin. They string a few together here. Now out in front of Brereton. Brereton just through the breadbasket. Press with a bit of time. Kicks one out. Scotland chops it off. Diving on it, Scotland now. Umpire circling ball up. Lindisfarne were watching a video, Viney.
Oh, yeah?
Of former players, current volunteers at the Lindisfarne Footy Club, just
giving them
revving the boys up.
That's fantastic.
One of the players, people that revved them up, was Jack Rewalt.
Really?
So send a video in. Clark wins it out of the ruck. Boxall trying hard. Scotland doing a bit of work. Now it's picked up by Clark, who's been good in the ruck. Throws it on the boot. On one inside forward 50. Dance through. Got his handball back to himself. Press does well. Picked up and scooped back. Now a chance for Wheatley. Wheeling around. Brereton just pops it on the boot. Walter stops. Jumps up. Goal. Cam Walter gets the first of the third term. Exactly what the Sharks didn't want. An extension of the Cygnet lead out to 23 points.
Yeah, Walter's second of the day. Just coming forward, read the ball, and was able to quickly react and get it on his boot in for a goal. So didn't take the mark cleanly here, but was able to pluck it up out of the mud, shrug the tackle off, and snap truly on his right.
It's one of those players that I think if he could put a bit more bulk on his frame, I think he's only 19, Viney. Put a bit more bulk on his frame, could be anything. Cusick trying to get people revved up. Carmichael tackling hard, ball up. Lindsay Roberts throws the ball up. Morgan trying hard. Boxall there too. Morgan dive on the footy. Umpire Roberts will happily ball the ball up. Free kick going to Clark for a height. Brereton came from behind, got a fist to the ball. Press over the top to Fuller. Fuller wheels around, got his handball off. Running through was Mannix, been one of the better for the Sharks, but that ball out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Rawnsley. Long kick again. Press came from behind. Bouncing ball up for McDermott. Across the line though, ball in. Scotland got it off to McDermott. McDermott just gets his kick. Brereton, a long way down for him to pick the ball up. Does well though. Scotland with the 1-2 tap. Coming through was a McDermott in the opposite colours. Copped a free for too high. Mannix. Down towards Dolliver. Bouncing ball over the line. So we play on. McDermott sends the ball out towards the line. Dolliver sees it across. Dolliver says to Gabriel Morgan, move out, mate. I'm taking the ruck contest here. Does well. Wins the ruck contest down off the ground kick from Dodge. Goes down towards Addicote. Addicote happy to see it across the line. No, ball in. Dodgers Ferry trail by 23 points here in the early stages of the third term. North Hobart Oval, not as pretty as it's ever looked, but it's certainly still a spectacle.
Still has its charm about it, Tubesy, even on days like this.
Dolliver through with strength. Came out the back with Dermott trying hard. Boxall, Doreen. Ball up. It's a magic place, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, it's a ripper. Hasn't changed a lot in 20 years either.
Longer.
30?
Longer. 40, 50 years. When was the last bit of... I know they put up this magnificent...
The Doug Place to Stand, probably the newest bit of infrastructure.
Yeah, the Doug Place to Stand got
where we are right now.
Yep.
This is new. Just a great ground to watch footy at.
But the vista that we're looking at hasn't changed much in a long, long time. Trying hard is Hughes. He can't get it away. At least the Sharks now have it inside their forward 50. A couple of blokes from down in the wet area as I was walking past Viney said to me, "Oh, you need any special comments?" I said, "Oh, just need some blokes that can speak English, not you guys."
Ouch.
Going.
Getting recognised out in the ground, Tubes.
No. Quick kick again. I think that came from Penny. Scooped out the back. Tackled was Howlett. Short one, out wide. Doreen sends it in. Press couldn't take the mark. Dance, Scotland. Off to Curtin. Inside Walter. Oh, a little celebratory. Hands in the air from Nielsen. It was a good mark going back with the flight. So aware is this young man of his surroundings. He never, ever takes a backward step when going back with the flight like that.
This will start to make it very difficult for Dodgers Ferry. An almost certain goal. He makes no mistake. Walters in and kicks it, Walter.
3 goals for Walter. Beautiful kick. Easy as you like. He's got 2 in a term. And Cygnet extend their lead even further. .29 points. Clark wins it down again. The big man, Morgan, throws it on the boot and has to go and do a bit of roving work. Dove on it. Umpire will ball it up. Tolhurst. Off the ground. Umpire circling. Pops out the back. Doreen got his handball away. Tom Clark. Wheeling around for Howlett. Inside 450. Kenny. Goal.
That'll give some release back into the Dodgers Ferry faithful.
Just more of that, please, Dodgers Ferry. Rushing the ball forward. I want to see Kenny play in the middle.
So it was Howlett getting the ball forward.
Yeah.
was the one who got on the end of it.
Kenny kicks the goal. First for a while.
First for this quarter, so that cuts the deficit back to 23 points.
Clark out of the ruck. Fuller. Almost had his helmet ripped off. Dance. Umpire's put out a free kick. It'll go the way of the Sharks. Short one was on. Decides against that. Out towards press. Brereton just too tall.
Yeah, not the best option to go to press out there when he was clearly going to be outmarked by the bigger Brereton.
He's gone short.
So we got lining up for goal here, Tubes, for Cygnet.
McDermott. No, doesn't like it off the boot, just misses. Grab McDermott. So behind to Cygnet. Lead now 4 straight goals. Dodge. Mark taken. Milling around. Good effort by Morgan. Morgan plays on with a big torp inside forward 50. Kenny can't quite take the mark. Nice tackle laid by Fuller. Doreen, a wise head. His kick misses the mark. Pushing it back for Russell. Umpire says no. It is a free kick. Bantic doing a bit of push and shove. It'll be a free kick to Sammy Russell. Russell plays on quickly. Down towards Morgan, who just came through like a D10. Rawnsley spinning out of trouble. Morgan again. Got his kick forward, and this will end up okay. Addicote out towards Dolliver. Dolliver now with a handball. Needs to get rid of it. Umpire says holding the footy. Free kick going to McDermott. Wide. Brereton on the second, third. No, can't take the mark. Press. Gets his kick. Through from behind. Coming through to meet the footy with Scott. Gee, there's been a... Yeah, well done. Umpire Lindsay Roberts saw that free kick as the non-controlling umpire. And 50-metre penalty.
Wow.
Yeah, Bantic didn't throw the footy back right.
Yeah, I think the more experienced umpire there just saw what was... Oh, hello.
Yeah,
that's our man, D'Artagnan Bantic. He's been threatening to unleash for a while now, and that's just erupted over there on the wing.
Yep, we don't like seeing this. Meanwhile, Joseph Mannix is going in to have a kick at goal. Must kick for Dodgers Ferry. Gee, it's a horrible kick.
Unbelievable kick.
It's gone through from behind.
Emergency umpire was out on the ground then as well, Chief, I'm sure.
Yeah, don't mind that.
Breaking it up or pulling off players, I'm not sure.
So the ball is inside forward 50 for the Sharks. They'd love to get a goal here late in the third term. 13 and 3/4 minutes gone. Mannix just punched it out towards Doreen. Here's a chance for Dodge. Can't get the footy. Carmichael dove on it. Kept going through. McDermott. Smooth. Scotland looks up. He's got a leading Walter. Out wide. Kick's okay. Oh, courageous stuff going back to the flight. Umpire pulls out a free kick. Penny plays on advantage. Who's at home? No one. press off the ground, just in to clear some space. Mannix. Brereton keeps his feet, now falls over. Umpire's pulled out a free kick going the way of Brereton. Dodgers Ferry crowd getting a little rowdy. Inside forward 50 the ball goes. Nice fist from behind. Dances down there. And we'll see a ball up. Punched away by Russell. Quick kick. Time here. Short one's on. Umpire's put out a free kick downfield. It'll go to Brereton.
This will just be a bit of a steadier for Cygnet. It's been a scrappy arm wrestle again for the last 5 minutes. No goals scored, just a lot of pushing and shoving. It'll be Brereton who lines up though from... He'll kick from probably 35 metres out. It's a slight angle. It's certainly gettable.
Just copped a little bit of chirp from Fat Kennedy. Hello, Fat. Says it's not a pitch, Tubes, it's a footy oval. In comes Brereton. To just as you say, Viney, give Cygnet another steadier. Brereton puts his name in the paper this week. Cygnet get the steadier. Margin out to 29 points. Umpire Lindsay Roberts again in the middle. Three minutes to go in the third term. And it comes, McDermott's been good. Long kick, press, going back with a flight, takes an easy mark.
So Press was the leading goal kicker in the competition for the reserves this year, playing in the back line. Yeah, it's definitely a win for Cygnet, isn't it?
Well, he's got to play on big Jacob Brereton, and I just don't think that the Dodgers Ferry Sharks have got someone who can go with him. Barrett, so the wise head.
Purely on matchup.
Yeah. Ball in. Clark does well. McDermott got his kick away. Carmichael. Clark. Doreen. Umpire says holding the footy. Free kick, Dodgers Ferry. It'll go to Fuller. Fuller's kick. Nice mark. Taken by Dolliver. Dolliver now just pops it up into deep inside forward 50. Boxall. Somehow his socks have managed to stay up, and Boxall keeps running. We'll see a ball up. That one rolls across the line.
Clock winding down here in this third quarter. Cygnet's certainly in the box seat here for a win potentially in the reserves, but Tubes, it might be a goal.
Oh, it is. Fuller loves it. Brilliant stuff. Just a little bit more belief for the Sharks. They peg one back. They're 4 goals down in the grand final. Let's take a look at it, Viney. It was just again rushed. Fuller, right spot. Yeah, brilliant from Kenny. Kenny's given him a spark up forward. Like I said, though, I'd like to see him run through the middle.
So we'll reset again. There's only about 30 seconds left in this third quarter.
Boxall got his kick only as far as Clark in the ruck. He's playing really well. Dodge sends the ball forward. 14 seconds to go. Dolliver now just pops it up as it rolls forward. Has it got enough on it? No. Through for a behind. A goal there. Could have meant anything, Viney.
Certainly make it interesting.
Well, we'll take a quick break here. Three-quarter time at the Banjos Bakery SFL Grand Final for the reserves. The Dodgers Ferry Sharks 4-5-29 trail Cygnet 8-3-51. I've forgotten a couple of goals, have I? Dodgers Ferry. No, the scoreboard is wrong here. Dodgers Ferry 6-5-41 is not correct. They are 4-5-29. Goal kicks for Dodgers Ferry. Addicote, Kenny, Fuller, Minty all have one each. For the Port, 3 to Cam Wilder, singles to Jake Dance, Kane Nielsen, D'Artagnan Bantic, Brad McDermott and Jacob Brereton. We'll check out the highlights from the third term, Viney. This is a good goal. Good mark to Walter, but a good goal in the end. It wasn't even a mark. Just kept playing on, got the goal, Viney. Love that in the wet.
Yeah, I think he hit a couple in this quarter.
He did. 2. Then went back, took a mark.
Yeah, nice.
Went banged home his second. Very talented cricketer, Cam Walter. And then another one came out the back for Kenny. Gee, it nearly hit the post, didn't it? Just gave him a little bit more belief. Brereton got a free kick and went back and made no mistake. And then a beautiful goal to Nathan Fuller in the stack hat. Was sensational and brought the margin back to 22 points. Cygnet 8-3-51, lead Dodgers Ferry 4-5-29. They've had their opportunities, Viney.
Dodgers, yeah, they just haven't quite capitalised. Not out of it by any means, but very difficult to kick. What are they going to need? 4 goals in this last quarter.
Well, stick around. The final stanza of the Banjos Bakery SFL Grand Final for the reserves is coming up next here on the official YouTube channel. Thanks to Banjos. My name's Tubes Taylor, joined by Damien Viney. We'll be right back. Stick around. start the fourth term. But there is the coach, Oscar Dodge, imploring his charges. We've got one more quarter, boys. Let's get fired up. As we're away, fourth term. That's what they want, a hot start. Cusick drives the ball inside forward 50, coming out Nelson. Quick kick by Gain. Clears the area for the moment. Dodge. Gets it away. Cato. Clearing kick again. This time it comes from Kurt. Kurt. Boxall. Umpire circles. Ball up. They're going to love a share, aren't they, Viney?
Absolutely. That's a hard tackle then by Elliot Ross.
Cusick out of the ruck. Dodge. Got it away. Penny. Goes back and gets it again. Fuller. Almost gets tombstoned. Kurt out the back. Fuller arrives. Pushes him off the footy. Diving on it now was Gain. Umpire circles and says, give it to me.
Fuller's provided a bit of a spark in this the second half.
Yeah, he has. In the stack hat. Oh, that was good from Dodge. Throws it on the boot. Inside forward 50. Oh, just couldn't gather it. Kicking it off the ground was Tolhurst. Didn't have the footy. Doreen circling. Ball up.
Now swung press back forward.
Yeah,
they know that if they're going to kick a score to win the grand final, they need their leading goal kicker at that end of the ground.
Oh, Boxall out of the middle. Copped a good Shepard. Quick kick on goal. Beautiful stuff from Joseph Mannix. And maybe that's the start they needed. Dolliver again in the ruck. Sensational. Mannix has been good.
That's Ryan Clark who kicked the goal there, Tubes.
You sure? Because Ryan Clark plays for Cygnet. So if he's kicking a goal for Dodgers, he's doing a great job, Viney. Joseph Mannix, the goal scorer. You will never question me again, Damien Viney. Ruck contest. It's good fun. Kicking the ball forward. Nielsen with a handball up to Dance. Dance's kick goes deep inside forward 50. Going back with the flight. Good mark taken by Chenoweth. Chenoweth goes out wide. Finds his man. Quick kick up the wing. Bit of work to be done here. Caught one across the high. Boxall will take advantage. Play on. Now a chance for Dodge. They're coming, the Sharks. Quick kick inside forward 50. Who's it? Oh, courageous stuff from Fuller. Back to Dodge. Dodge goes inside forward 50. And that's a good mark taken by Dolliver. Dolliver looks up. Mannix comes a short lead. In his heyday, he'd have that distance in him easy. Oh, press. 1-2, couldn't quite. Now a chance for Kenny. Kenny around the corner. It's a ripper goal.
That's 2 in 2 minutes, Tubes, and that has cut the lead down to 10 points.
Unbelievable stuff from the Sharks. They're a different side after that barking they got by Dodge. And I tell you what, Dodge has led from the front too.
Yeah, it was a good contest from press, but just swooping on it there, Angus Kenny, to kick his second of the day. And it's really just brought some life back into this game, Tubes. It seemed like it was just going to grind it out from Cygnet, but 3 goals in the last quarter now from Dodgers Ferry.
Brilliant stuff.
Certainly a bit of belief back in the Sharks team.
Dodge trying to get it in. Clark, now the goal kicker for the Sharks. Good mark taken by Whitford. Whitford gets called to play on, so has to rush a kick. Gets smothered by the man on the mark, Ben Cato, and over the line for a boundary throw-in. The crowds really started to come into it too down in the wet area, Viney.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit more volume coming down from below us here.
Ball in, centre wing. Cusick in the ruck. Scotland gets tackled across the line. A little push and shove here. A little bit of spirit in this game. 10 points the margin. 5 minutes gone in the fourth term. Free kick's been pulled out. We go the way of the Sharks. Cusick for too high. Cusick sends the ball long. Dolliver. Oh, Doreen may have copped quite late there. Umpires have done a great job. Dolliver sends it long down towards press. He was flying high. Handball came into a dangerous spot. Penny left the footy behind for Howlett. Howlett got up to Fuller. Fuller spins around. There's trouble. Got Hawk holding the footy. Free kick going the way to Gain.
Yeah, strong tackle from Gain.
Gain's kick out wide. Trying to find a mate in Doreen. Couldn't quite. Ball in. Tell you what, a goal here to the Sharks. Anything could happen.
Yeah, absolutely, Tubes. The momentum certainly swung around a full 180 to the Sharks this last quarter. Cygnet just looking for a steadier, I think. They get one more, it could be enough.
It's the most ambiguous thing ever said in the commentary box. Could be enough. Handball over the top. Carmichael, who's drifted out of the game a little in this term. The umpire says ball it in. Brereton into the ruck. I like that. Dolliver. Fuller spins into trouble. 1-2. Big tackle. Too high. Fuller's kick out wide. Finds Mannix. Just a little bit too much on it for him. Scotland. Steady. Then just panics a little and throws it on the boot. Going back with a flight. Good mark. Taken by Morgan. Sends it long. Dodge came hard. Ball in.
Drifted back to affect that spoil as well. He's been good today, Tubes. I think
he's been very good. And it comes Dodge. Just ran over the footy. Mannix stripped of it. Scotland ends up with it. Ball up. Let's go, 10 points the margin. 8 minutes gone. Final term. It's a reserves grand final. Quick kick out. That should be a free kick against. And 50.
So that'll take him basically to the goal square, I think, Tubes.
It will.
Without getting too far ahead of ourselves. It'll cut the deficit just to a solitary 4 points.
So a tough angle here.
No certainty from there at all.
He's happy with it. Here come the Sharks, Viney.
You can't write them off. You certainly can't now. Still plenty of time for either team, but...
Goodness me, it's been a dramatic turnaround.
Fantastic last quarter. Sharks have really lifted, and I think they've just played with a bit more freedom to try things out and push forward and go quicker, and it's paid off for them.
Hughes the goal kicker. 4 points the margin. Do not go anywhere. It's a different game compared to the first 3 terms. Dodge got his handball over the top. Doreen ran into one, got his handball away, trying hard. The captain of the twos and assistant coach. Fuller arrives late. Now a chance for Rawnsley. He threw it away. Ducking through one was Howlett. Copped it high and will get a free kick.
3 high tackles, I think.
Lost his headband. Long kick inside forward 50. Dolliver and a coat at the base of the pack. Pops it on the boot. Which way does it go? Through for a behind. Gee, 3 points to margin. Rawnsley from the back pocket. Sends it out long. It's a helicopter punt. Tolhurst trying hard. Tapped across the line by Morgan. Boundary throw-in. What a game of footy. It's different.
The atmosphere has lifted, Tubes, significantly.
10 minutes gone. Final term. Tapping it away. McDermott been very good.
Whatever was said at that three-quarter time huddle by Oscar Dodges paid off, although here we are forward, the forward line now for Cygnet.
Yep. Walter fell over at a critical moment. Hard was Ross. Gets it up now for Clark, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
I don't think the ball's been up this end the entire quarter yet, has it, Tubes?
No, not yet. Yet to score in the final term, Cygnet. 11 minutes gone. And the final stanza of this Banjos Bakery SFL Grand Final for the reserves. Somehow it comes out. Kurt over the footy. Mannix has been good. Boxall. Free kick going the way of Clark. Rawnsley ran for the handball. Clark sends it long. Top of the square. Bantic gets it fisted from behind. Across the line for a boundary throw-in. Long kick, Rawnsley will wrap this up. He gets smothered from behind. Tackled now, got his handball away, dodged, tripped over, holding the footy. Free kick going to Minty. Nothing really to kick to. It's all Cygnet behind the footy. Goes out wide towards Dolliver. Dolliver held a man off the footy. Bantic was that man. Dove on it. Now Dolliver dives in. We'll see a ball up. Bantic's pants are literally falling down. Brereton all alone. Bantic got his kick away. Dance. How has he managed to stay not muddy? Quick kick off the ground, marked by Clark. That is of the Tom variety.
Only just got the journey, I think, that kick. I'm not sure if that was the full 15. This will be a good kick here from
Tommy Clark
to make the distance. Certainly, if he kicks this, will make it difficult for Dodgers to come over the top in the last 5 or so minutes.
Clark. It's a long one. No one at home. Happy to take it across the line for a rush behind. First score of the final term for the Cygnet Footy Club. Kenny left it behind. Got his head taken off Russell. Out it comes. Kenny's there. Happy to see it across the line. All in. Carmichael over the footy. See a ball in.
Just a real scrap on that outer wing.
It is scrappy. Holding the footy. A free kick going to the Sharks. About 4 minutes and a bit to go. I'd love to get another goal. Kenny in some space. They've looked good when they've done this all game. Just hit up spot kicks. They're long bombs. Oh, strong mark to press. Press that gets called to play on. Umpire's called the mark.
Great pack mark. I think it was third in line for that one.
Andrew Press from right in front of the Dodgers Ferry faithful. Sends the ball long inside forward 50. Dolliver from the back. Now a quick one out the back again. Minty dove on it. Umpire circling, circling, circling. Ball up.
This is where the ball needs to be for Dodgers Ferry.
Set up the wall, they call from the wet area. Quick kick forward by Boxall. Will be wrapped up here by Bantic.
Saggy pants.
Sag sends it long. Press. 1-2. Mark. Now sends the ball inside forward 50. Everyone's at home. Now a chance at the back for Dodge. From the pocket. Is that a mark? Play on's the call. Dive on it. Umpire says, give it to me. Kenny didn't take the mark according to the umpire, and that's
wasn't far enough.
The only opinion who's matter. Dolliver out of the ruck. Doreen got a kick, didn't go far. Now a chance for the Sharks. Will they force it across the line? Yes. 3 minutes to go in the final quarter of the final game of the year for the reserves in the Banjos Bakery SFL. Dolliver wins it down. Boxall from the pocket. No way! Towards goal. It bounces through.
It's touched. It's touched.
Off the boot.
Wow, I think it was touched on the line tubes. Oh, he's pumped. Oh, wow.
Oh, dear. As
Who's
the kick
kicked that
came in, Lawnsley kicks it in, and it hits up Lockie Edwards in the opposition colours. Goodness me.
Lockie Edwards has a chance here with 2 minutes and change left on the clock to put Dodgers Ferry up for the first time today.
Unbelievable stuff, Lockie Edwards. He's got to kick the best part of 40 metres. In he comes. Gets called to play on.
It's a thing of dreams. He hasn't quite hit it.
Just not going to get there. And Rawnsley happy to tap it across the line.
2 points the margin. 2 minutes to play.
Wow. And Mitch Doreen, the assistant coach, goes back and says, give it to me.
Cygnet have to go to the boundary line, don't they, Tubes?
Well, they're saying bring it to the far side, and that's the way, that's the direction he looks. He gets called to play on now. Long kick, deep out, presses down there.
He's claimed it again.
He's claimed it from about 7 blokes, had a bite of that, Pressy.
I think if you hold the ball up in the air and you're the last one with it, Tubes, you get a mark. It doesn't quite work like that, Press. Keep an eye on the play, Tubes. I'll keep an eye on the clock.
Out it goes. Scrappy stuff. Out for Dodge. Bouncing ball. Fullerton. Dive on it. Umpire circles. Give it to me. Ball up. A minute to go. Umpires.
What's happened here? They
just asked for the footy. Not long to go. Dolliver. His last game in Sharks colours. Punches over the top. Kenny slipped at a critical moment. Diving on it, Bantic. Out it comes. There's numbers here. Mannix. Now quick kick forward. It's smothered. Bouncing ball. Rawnsley loses the footy. Here it comes again. The Sharks dive on it. Circle, circle, circle. Out the back. Dolliver with strength. Tries to get a kick on the footy. Umpire circles. Holding the footy. And Dolliver will get a free kick.
It's holding the man.
He didn't have the footy, Viney. He didn't have the footy. He was tackled hard.
I'm not saying the free kick wasn't there. And I mean, he's still got to go back and kick this.
Legitimately Cinderella stuff.
30
Here's a replay. Left. He doesn't have the footy there. Dolliver in his last game as a 39-year-old with 2 points the margin.
He's going to kick from about 25 metres on about a 45.
Here he comes, Brent Dolliver. the stalwart of the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, puts him in front.
He knows it.
Incredible stuff by Brent Dolliver.
The siren's going to sound.
The senior coach.
The siren's going to sound.
By
It's
4
all
points.
over.
The Dodgers Ferry Sharks winning a thriller.
Oh, my Lord. What a game of footy. What a final. What a final quarter. Oh, wow. The Sharks had to have everything go right in that last 2 minutes.
Heartbreak for the Cygnet Footy Club to lose on the last kick of the day. The free kick was there.
I don't think we can argue that the free kick wasn't there. I mean, the guy still has to kick the goal as well, but I mean, that's just a fantastic ending to a great game of footy.
What an amazing game of football. Cygnet only scored 1 behind in the last term. Absolute heartbreak for the boys from the Port. Jubilation for the boys from Dodgers Ferry.
It was almost after the siren. I think there was probably 5 or 6 seconds left on the clock when he kicked that shoes, but amazing way to finish. It's his last game of footy as well, is it?
His very last game of football ever. 39 years old, senior coach. Heartbreak for Doreen. Heartbreak for the Cygnet Footy Club. But Dodgers Ferry winning a thriller.
What an amazing game. The goal umpires confirmed the final score here at North Hobart Oval. Dodgers Ferry in an absolute ripping contest, kicking 4 goals in the last quarter to come from well out of it. Been well beaten for 3/4 of the game to finish 8-8-56 to Cygnet, 8 goals for 52. Cygnet dreadfully unlucky, a free kick paid in the last 30 seconds of the game. Right decision was made by the umpire. He didn't have the ball. And for Brent Oliver to go back in his last game of football with that composure to kick it, certainly not a regulation easy kick from that angle. But he certainly knew off the boot. And the players came from everywhere to congratulate him. He's somewhere in that dog pile.
Let's see if we can find him, Viney. Not sure if you can hear me up there.
I got your tubes, yeah, can hear you.
What a game of footy, hey? Let's see if we can get Oscar Dodge, the coach. What a game. Nathan Fuller, come here, mate. Wow. What an incredible game of footy, hey? Absolutely unbelievable.
You're telling me, that was unreal to be a part of, eh?
What did you think when Dolly got that free kick right there at the end?
It couldn't have been a more fairy tale ending, really. Like last season, you know, everything he's done for the boys, like, mate, it's unreal. The way we celebrate, like, you just see how much he is a part of Dodgers. It's unreal.
How did it feel in that first 3 terms? It's like he came out a different bunch at 3/4 time. What did Oscar Dodge say to you at 3/4 time?
He said just keep playing our footy. Like, we knew we had it. Like, do you know what I mean? We just had to grit our teeth and like boys fit. Like, they fucking came out and jumped us, but he just said play our style. Like, we know we can do this, and yeah, unreal.
We'll go and join the boys. Thanks, Fuller. Congratulations, premiership player. Well done. Let's just see if we can get Brent Oliver here, Viney.
Yeah, it'd be great to talk to
Dolly.
Get his thoughts.
We talked about this yesterday. Cinderella story, mate. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's huge, mate. Obviously, didn't have too many kicks, but to kick 1 minute, mate, was huge. And to the boys' credit, down all day. To fight like that in the last quarter was unreal. They're a quality side, mate. They've got a lot of good kids in there. There's probably 4 or 5 that played in their Colts flags and got some great blokes. So to win that and retire is bloody special.
What was going through your head at the last kick?
To be honest, mate, not much. I couldn't get my breath. Yeah, I'd missed a sitter down there earlier in the day, so just went through my process and was lucky enough to stick one through.
Sensational effort, mate. Congratulations. I assume that's the end for you.
Oh, that's the end, mate. I can't wait to celebrate the next few days, that's for sure.
We'll go and enjoy it, mate. Congratulations, premiership champion. The last kick of the day. Unbelievable stuff. We'll leave them to celebrate now, and we'll cross over to Brent Costello for the presentations. Well, the celebration spilling over here. As the Dodgers Ferry Sharks have already sung their song. They know they've won. A few of them have already got a couple of stubbies into them. I think there's...
I don't know if the ground's licensed, Tubes.
I don't think it is, but how about that finish? 39 years old, Brent Oliver, been at the footy club for over 25 years.
Yeah,
An incredible effort to go back and kick what you dream of as a young man, to kick a goal almost after the siren, to put your team up by 4 points in a grand final. As I was walking down there to do some interviews, someone said to me, he was never going to miss the best kick in the league.
Is that right?
He missed a sitter early.
He did say that, didn't he? I don't know if it was a sitter. It wasn't a gimme shot, but... yeah, that was the one that mattered. But it wasn't just... I mean, it came down to that kick, but that whole last quarter was all Dodgers Ferry.
We'll cross down to Brent Costello for the presentations. Who's your pick for best honour? I found it really hard to pick. I thought...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to begin the presentation ceremony for the Banjos Bakery SFL Reserves Grand Final for 2022. Congratulations to the Dodgers Ferry Football Club premiers for this season. Congratulations, guys. And please put your hands together for the Cygnet Footy Club. What a match we just witnessed here in the Reserves Grand Final. An unbelievable season for the Cygnet boys. And I'd like to invite Kui Doreen forward to say a few words on behalf of the Cygnet Footy Club.
The Dodgers boys, you was on top all year. I like to think we give you a bit of a run for your money, but you was the best team, boys, and you deserve what you got, so congratulations. Enjoy it. The Cygnet, we've come a really, really long way. Rome's never built in a day. We've come from not have been in finals for such a long time, and now we're here in the finals, and I'm sure this will make us more hungrier for the years to come. Well done.
Thanks, Kiwi, and congratulations again to the Cygnet Club on a fantastic year. I'd like to invite SFL President Russell Young to come forward to present the best on-ground medal for the Reserves Grand Final, and the winner of the award for season 2022 from the Dodgers Ferry Footy Club, number 27, Nathan Fuller.
I'd just like to thank Cygnet for everything, for the great game. Like, you guys really took it to us, and I have the utmost respect for you guys. And the boys, like, thanks so much for the year. Like, that's unreal. I'm lost for words. So, thanks, boys.
Congratulations, Nathan Fuller, best on ground in the Reserves Grand Final. Now time to present the Premiership medallions to the playing group and coach, starting with number 1, Lockie Edwards. Number 3, Andrew Press. Number 5, Hayden Davis. Number 11, Sam Russell. Number 13, Jamie Scott. Number 18, Joseph Mannix. Number 19, Jordan McDermott. Number 23, Ashraf Adikote. Number 24, Angus Kenny. Number 25, Oscar Dodge. Number 27, our best on ground, Nathan Fuller. Number 28, Matt Hughes. Number 29, Lewis Minty. Number 30, Jeremy Chenoweth. Number 33, Paul Broad. Number 40, David Cusick. Number 42, Dean Whitford. Number 43, Scott Boxall. Number 54, Gabriel Morgan. Number 57, the match winner, Brent Dolliver. Number 60, Cameron Howlett. And last but not least, the captain, number 12, Zach Priest. And the coach of the Dodgers Ferry Footy Club, Oscar Dodge. And Oscar, I'll get you to come and say a few words.
Firstly, thanks to Cygnet. You know, it's your club. It's a credit to you with your junior program over the last couple of years, and now coming through to the seniors, and the good crew of boys that you've got. So credit to you. Performed really well this year, and obviously until that last 30 seconds, he's all over us. So well done to our boys. We got a massive mix of old blokes and young blokes and a few in between, but I said at the start of the game we just had to believe, and it took to the last 30 seconds and we got there. So well done to the supporters. Thanks for coming. Means a lot having that grandstand over there. Really appreciate it. So let's get this cup in our hands, eh?
Thanks very much, Oscar. I'll get Zach to come forward as well, Zach Priest, and it's great to have Andy Bennett here from AFL Tasmania to present the Premiership Cup to the Dodgers Ferry Footy Club Reserves Premiers for 2022.
Well, there they are, the premiers for 2022, the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, in incredible fashion with a kick almost after the siren. Look at them, absolute ferals.
They are going to party long and hard tonight, Tubes. The energy and the adrenaline will be up after such an amazing finish to the game. You'd written them off. I always give them a chance in that last quarter.
Don't start, mate.
And once they got on a roll, the momentum really shifted. It was a game completely different to the first three quarters, Tubes, the way they came back in that last quarter.
Well, a 4-goal final turn when you'd only kicked 4 for the game is just unheard of, really.
It doesn't happen often, but I mean, that's the beauty of our sport, the beauty of grand finals, is when it does happen, it's incredibly special. And the game by Dolliver to kick the winning goal in his last game of footy, I mean...
Let's take a look at that, Piney. Let's take a look at the tackle. Here is the tackle. So Dolliver's got rid of the footy. He's tackled. I think it was Nielsen underneath. See if we can see. Yeah, Nielsen just tackled.
Because he takes him to the ground. I think Dolliver sold it well, putting his arms up, but I don't think you can argue that it wasn't there.
No,
Cygnet boys can't believe it, but...
Oh, look at the young bloke in the background. Oh, that is heartbreak.
He's gone, oh my goodness, they've picked that out.
And then the kick. How's that? And he had his hands up before it
I
even
don't
sailed
think
through.
there was no doubt, Tubes. There was no doubt that was going through off the boot.
And the siren went about now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff. Well, repeating the result with the final kick of the day, Dodgers Ferry 8-8-56, defeat Cygnet 8-4-52, a grand final for the ages. We really appreciate having your company for the broadcast. My name is Tubes Taylor. I've got my great friend here, Damien Viney, that's seen one of the great grand finals in the SFL history of the reserves. We'll take a break here, coming back with the SFL Seniors grand final for Banjos. My name is Tubes Taylor. You can hear me on Triple M Breakfast with Woody and Tubes, 6 till 9, Monday to Friday on 107.3 FM. Damien Viney, thanks so much.
Thank you, Tubes.
Coming up next, it's the SFL Senior Grand Final for Banjos.